everybody, welcome to another video with the Tacoma Cyclist. I am the Tacoma Cyclist, and I'm here on my own again today because I'm about to put something on my bike that I also got for the Boogeyman, but I got it for his birthday, so I can't let him see him yet. By the time the video comes out, he'll have already seen his parts. Today I'm putting on some JRC Components 11-tooth ceramic jockey wheel set. Now, this is not my first time getting some cast aluminum ceramic jockey wheels. This is my first time getting them from a reputable dealer, from a reputable source, rather than buying them off of Amazon for like $11 and getting about 200 miles out of them before the bearings felt like they were gravel. And I'll demonstrate that in just a moment here. These bearings, jockey wheels rather, are designed to work both with Shimano and SRAM. So they do have the little adapter, if I can get that bad boy on. You might be able to see it here in the camera, but they've got the little adapter in here that will allow for the M4 bolt along with the M5 bolt, or the 5mm and 4mm bolt that are going to go into this jockey wheel. Now, before I make this changeover, I'm going to do a couple things. First of all, I've got about 2,500 miles on that chain, which is probably about 500 miles too many. It's been a great year for riding, although it has been a terrible year for racing. It's been great for getting out and riding because we're not under any restrictions, so we can ride, and boy have we been. So I've probably got 2,500, maybe even as many as 3,000 miles on this chain. So I'm going to change that. If I'm going to put beautiful jockey wheels on the bike, then I'm going to get a clean, fresh chain. Also going to clean my cassette, and I'm going to clean my crank, because really I want it to be clean. I don't want these to get all nasty right away. You will notice that on the bike here I do have some oval cranks. Spoiler alert, there may be a review coming for these soon. These are also new to me. They're on my Quark power meter. I'll provide some updates on that soon. Definitely they are different than round for sure. So why did I get these? Well, it's real simple. They're cool as hell. I didn't buy these because I'm expecting some kind of performance gain. And matter of fact, they may not perform any better at all than the existing jockey wheels. But at the same time, I'm also not one of those people that believes that getting the 0.03% gain from the $700 oversized pulleys and all that crap really makes a difference. If I want to make that big of a difference, maybe I should focus on maybe peeing before I ride, or getting just that little bit more strength out of myself, or I don't know, adjusting my body position or getting clothes that fit. All of these things can make a much bigger difference than these. These are bling. These are absolute bling, and that's the entire reason I'm putting them on here. Now I hope they last. This is not a long-term review that I'm giving you here. This is kind of a glorified unboxing, or unbagging, I guess. And I'm going to put them on. I'll show you what they look like. They're not going to bring a whole lot of bling, but they're going to bring a little bit. Now, I will say one thing that's mildly disappointing about these so far, and it's really just a minor thing. I ordered these as purple because if you'll notice, I'm not sure how well you can see it, but I've got two different colors of accessories on this bike. I've either got blue accessories, which are on my quick release skewers, and you don't see right now. They're nice and bright blue, or purple. They seemed to me to balance the Celeste and the black very well. These are not purple. I mean, I guess they complement, and the blue on my skewers is similar, I guess, to the blue on this stand, although it's more electric. It complements it, but it's now adding a third color in addition to the blue and the purple that I've already got in place. So that's one gripe. The purple's not purple. Now I will say I got the blue ones for the Boogeyman, and the blue they're the right blue. They're the correct blue. So I'm happy with those. I wish these were a bit more purple. Minor gripe, but it is what it is. Seems to really work, by the way, quite well with this Supercaz bar tape. This is their bling bar tape. Not a review of that, but I will tell you, this stuff's great. I love it. So anyway, give me a moment. I'm going to put these on, clean some chains, clean some cassettes, make sure the bike is all sparkling and beautiful before I take it out and ride it in the rain. That'll be awesome. So hang tight and we'll get these things put on. even more gross. And I clean these every time I wash my bike, but they just get nasty. One of the other benefits of these, and something I did notice when I had these, is they're actually a lot easier to clean because they're open. You can push that gunk off with a brush. That's a lot of gunk. And these are spinning freely. This is actually a relatively new derailleur. My rear mech blew up about 2 months ago, just completely stopped working. So this is brand new. And I clean these every time I wash my bike. And I wash my bike pretty often. So I was kind of surprised just now in taking this off and seeing that. But it's been kind of crappy here. We've got some really bad weather, some rain, and a lot of stuff. It is the Northwest. That's just the way it works. So let me keep working on this. If you've never taken your jockey wheels out before, it's actually very easy, especially on a wireless group set like this. Set screw here, 2.5 or 3 millimeter, I can't recall. I'll find out in a second. Set screw here, cage lifts out, and then your 2 jockey wheels are exposed. The only thing I would recommend is make sure you remember exactly which one goes where. It's not the end of the day, it's not the end of the world if you put them back wrong, but you will have to disassemble and reassemble again. Especially since on the SRAM you've got one that's the 4 millimeter, one that's the 5 millimeter, and I think I just pointed those backwards. So just remember which one goes where. That's the key. Something else to think about, get yourself a good set of Allen keys. I've gotten some at Harbor Freight before and found myself highly disappointed when the 5 millimeter, well actually it's usually on the lower end, like the 2.5 millimeter, the 2 millimeter, don't actually measure in at 2.5 or 2 millimeters. They're a little off. And you only find that out, by the way, this is a 2.5 millimeter. You only find that out when you strip your screws, strip your bolts. That sucks. Don't do that. I've got this, and I have a set of Pedros. Of course, Park Tool, you can never go wrong. Get something high quality, don't get something cheap. You will be surprised at how not real the measurements are on those things, and they kind of suck. Plus, having a nice hard head instead of a soft one, and having the tip that allows you to work at an angle is also a huge benefit too. Another little tip, I'm literally working this in the air at the moment, not ideal, but what I'm going to do, I'm going to hold this derailleur exactly as you have it here, as I have it here, so the battery is going to be kind of pointing that way. The rest of the body's over here. I'm going to put these parts in such a manner that I can't really forget where they go. That'll help when it goes back to reassembling. Oh, that one just popped right out. That's easy. That'll make it a lot easier when I go to reassemble this to remember which one goes where. All right. Okay, set that behind there in the exact same order. Oh, don't let that hit the floor. All right, really, really nasty. Now, I've got this thing taken apart. I may as well wipe it down, hit it with a little degreaser. More Pedros, love their stuff. Affordable, generally high quality. Give it a quick wipe down here. That can get kind of gross. I mean, you're gonna put the thing back together. You may as well put it back together and make it all pretty, right? All right. This is pretty obvious how to put it back together, but you know, in case you forget, the little cage protector lines up right there. All right, now I got to figure out which one was my small and which one was my big. This one was the one on this side. That's a smaller bolt. This one's a fatter bolt. So my fatter bolt goes here. Now these are sealed ceramic bearings. I don't think the ones that I had before were sealed. And I say that because those pretty blue ones that I had, they didn't last very long. They lasted, honest to God, maybe 200 miles, maybe. And it was while I was on travel. We were in Southern California doing some climbing down there. That's when I noticed that they stopped working. Now they were able to spin, but Not well. Not well at all, actually. All right. So I took advantage of the fact that this arm moves, and the big fat screw went on that one, and the skinny screw goes on this one. There's really no need to worry about orientation on these. The front, back, doesn't matter. It spins. Now, of course, one thing I didn't do, I didn't weigh these. If you're sitting here going, well, I wonder what they weigh. I don't know. I'm a little bit of a weight weenie, but oh my God, if you're trying to make up weight savings on jockey wheels, you might have a problem. My guess, they're pretty much about the same weight as your plastic or Delrin, which is a type of nylon jockey wheels. Now, I'm going to keep the old SRAM jockey wheels. First of all, they're not that old. You don't have to torque these down like crazy. You want them tight, but you don't want them torqued down so much that you strip anything out. Anyway, the SRAM ones are pretty new anyway, number one. And number two, these, despite how dirty they are, these things spin all freaking day. They're amazing. I don't know that there's too many jockey wheels out there that are better. They just don't look as sexy. So now I got myself a nice, sexy jockey wheel, if there ever was such a thing. Clean, and I'm just going to go ahead and start reassembling. You did remember to put some grease in here, right? This is also another spot, your rear mech, that does not need tons of torque. That's probably about 3.5 Newton meters. You don't need much more than that. There's not a lot of stress on that part, and there's nothing that's going to cause it to go and unthread itself. So don't put a whole lot of torque there, or you can find yourself accidentally ripping off your rear mech hanger. That's literally what they're designed to do, is to come off. I'm going to wipe down my chainring. I've already got the new chain sized, and my cassette is in my ultrasonic bath, getting clean right now. So I'm going to come back and put that all together, and then we'll have ourselves a well-assembled bike. That looks a little bit better. No grease anywhere. A little bit of water left in there. Lost my air compressor, so that's just kind of let that air dry. Otherwise, I'd normally blow that out. This guy, worth every penny. Abbey Bike Tools. I know a lot of folks have the little nut thing from Park Tools. It's great, does its job just fine. This thing, so much better. Super solid handle, works on both Campy and Shimano. New chain, factory fresh. I keep all the grease on there. I know some people don't like having that on there. I hate stripping the crap off. The only downside to it, in my opinion, is that because it's so sticky, it tends to grab dirt and grime. But it's not terrible, it's just annoying. Of course, you can use the chain tool, quick link separator, put that back, or you can just brace that rear wheel so you hear the pop. All right. Beautiful. Now let's take a little closer look here as I bang up all my bikes at this barely noticeable but incredibly sexy bike bling. Isn't that awesome? All told, from the start of this video to me putting that on right now, I spent about 20 to 25 minutes. That included cleaning the cassette, prepping a new chain, getting the rear mech off, taking the parts out, putting the parts back in. Now I've put a link in the comments down below about where you can get these parts. Again, this is not a review. It's kind of a glorified unboxing more than anything else. There are plenty of reviews online already for it, so feel free to take a look at those. I will put it through its paces, or put them through their paces, and I'll let you know what I think of the quality overall. This is not a part that's going to make or break your race season, but if you want that little extra bling, and frankly, at this price, certainly worth adding. It's not gonna break the bank. I'll also say shipping. This is at the height of the coronavirus situation. I ordered it. They're coming from Ireland. I placed my order. Everything went seamlessly, and I got the product in less than a week. I think that's excellent. So kudos to them for getting that shipped out so quickly and so effectively and so inexpensively. I did also pick up a couple other things from them as well. But yeah, so far, nothing but impressed. One minor thing, weird color, not exactly what I expected, but other than that, I'm totally thrilled with it. Stay tuned, I'll give you more updates on this later. In the meantime, do me a favor, click the like button. We'd love it if you do that. If you haven't already subscribed, subscribe. If you want to see other kind of content or you just want to hear from us, put something down in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. We really want to get to 1,000 subscribers. I know we haven't published a lot of videos for a while, but honestly, Boogeyman and I have had some other things going on in our lives. But we're going to get back into this stuff full swing. So hit subscribe. There's more stuff coming. We're going to have Zwift races. We're going to have equipment reviews. Smash the like button. We really love it when you do that. If you don't like it, you want to give it a thumbs down, just go find another video. It's kind of like a easy thing to do. Otherwise, give us that thumbs up, and we're excited to see that from you. Send us some stuff in the comments and subscribe. Until then, well, until next time, see you guys. Stay safe, stay healthy, and get out there and ride your bikes.